everyone, today I'll be making a simple sand charcoal filter by filtering the dirty water into clean water. First, the material that we need are these: the sample of dirty water, charcoal, coarse sand, fine sand, a bit of few pieces of cotton, and 2 simple water bottles. So now we got our dirty water, our coarse sand, fine sand, and bottles ready. The only thing left to do is to crush up some charcoal. Okay, so the goal is just to make the charcoal a very fine powder, because the finer your charcoal is, the better your filter can work. So here we have all our materials prepped and ready. Now it's time to cut off the water bottle into shapes. So I have prepared 2 water bottles, one to contain materials for the filtration at the top, another for collecting the clean water at the bottom. Then few pieces of cotton are added into the bottle to stick down the bottom and hold the charcoal in place. This is to prevent it from slipping through. Like this. Okay, then we can go ahead and start adding the filter material from finest to coarsest. So in this case, we are going to start with the very fine charcoal powder. Followed by as much as fine sand as we can pack in there. Now and then a nice top layer of coarse sand. This is to protect the system from water splashing in, and also to filter out the organic materials such as algae and dirt from the wastewater that I've collected earlier. So this is a very simple basic filter, and the more material you could add, the better it can work. So for example, you can layer like this, like charcoal, fine sand, coarse sand, and then again fine sand, coarse sand, as many times as you want. Okay. So as you can see, the filter is done right now. So I'm going to add the dirty water that I've collected earlier and pour it inside. Is it flowing? Yeah, it is. It's flowing.
A few inches later. A few minutes later. A few moments later. A little later. A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, so as you can see, after 30 minutes of filtering the water, this is the clean water that got filtered out from the filter, and this is the dirty water that I've collected earlier. As you can see, the color is different. This is clear, this is not clear. So yeah, this is the product. Okay, so for self-reflection, a homemade water filter is simply activity that everyone is able to do. So we consider wastewater treatment as a water use because it is so interconnected with other uses of water. Much of the water used by homes, industries, and businesses must be treated before it is released back to the environment. If wastewater is not properly treated, the environment and human health can be negatively impacted. These impacts can include harm to fish and wildlife population, oxygen depletion, and other restrictions. The major aim of wastewater treatment is to remove as much of the suspended solid as possible before the remaining water, called effluent, is discharged back to the environment. As solid material decays, it uses up oxygen, which is needed by the plants and animals living in the water. In conclusion, water is one of the most important source on the earth. There is more than 1 billion people in the world who have no access to safe drinking water, and more than 2 billion people worldwide does not have a proper sanitation system. Those wastewater that we obtain from our daily purposes and from industries must be treated in treatment system in order to reduce population. That's all from me. Thank you.